Hello guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome to Survive Russia. So, as a big surprise to all of you, we are gonna make a video on the Trike that Dima rode on our 1st of May trip. It's a very well-known concept here in Russia, but some of you guys really wanted to see it, so I assume that you are not very familiar with this concept wherever you're from, outside of Russia. It's completely homemade and or self-made, homemade thingy. So instead of I'm blah blah blahing here, then let's take a look at the wonder there and let's see what it can do. Alright, so here we have the Trike. Super awesome. What is there to say about it? We of course have to take a look at the engine. The engine is a 350 cubic centimeter engine from it's actually from a very small car for which is made for disabled people in the Soviet Union. One cylinder, 2-stroke, 350 cc's, carburetor, air filter box, tra-la-la-la-la. And then we have the interesting parts over here. You can see here we have the drivetrain, as we can call it. You see we have some bearings there. We have the original sprocket and chain. The drive to the rear there is actually from a combine. It's very commonly used. And we have some more ball bearings down there. You can see everything is super homemade. This is part of the original frame from a motorcycle, of course. But here's an interesting part of the vehicle. That is the tires here. The tires there from Ural trucks. You can see they are low pressure tires now. It's a very common thing to do in the Russian countryside. It stems back to the Soviet Union, where they of course didn't have a market for low pressure tires and so on, which we have today. Today is of course possible to buy, but many on a budget will simply just make them, and that means that they are taking these tires here and ripping off layers of the original tire. As you can see here, we have some of the armament, or what the hell we can call it. Yeah, it's visible, the fabric there, right? On the front wheel is really visible. Very simple system. This is just wood, basically. It holds it in place. We have a protective layer in there and the inner tube, and that's basically it. But it's a really interesting concept. These low pressure tires, self-made low pressure tires. I mean, it's an awesome way to make them if you're on a budget. And there's different ways to make them. Some are really good at it. And it's a little bit of a science to do, actually. Here we have the fenders. That is some roofing material. Here we have a little trunk, luggage, gasoline, some tools, whatnot. You can have a chainsaw and stuff like that. Many guys who work in the forest, they have these guys here that they use for driving around in the forest and mark up new logging areas and so on, because they're really awesome off-road and very low budget. You can see everything is just self-made. We have some wooden wedges here to hold stuff in place and stuff like that. This is all original village style. That is for dang sure. I tried to drive it. It's good training. It's good training for the upper body to control this front wheel down there. That's for dang sure. But let's get Dima to start it up and let's hear what it sounds like, and let's see what it can do, basically. Давай, заводим. And by the way, there's no reverse on it, just like the mini crawler. That's some deep, unpleasant stuff out there, that's for dang sure. There are many variants of these vehicles, homemade and commercially made, with factory tires and modern engines and so on, so on, so there's tons of variants. But this is like the original, what they did in the Soviet Union. They go almost everywhere. And it certainly beats walking through the woods if you have a lot of work to do or whatever. But I don't know, maybe we're gonna go for a little ride today as well to an awesome location. We'll see about that. You can see there's another one, another variant with a little bit nicer tires, larger tires. Here we have a more very modern variant. Oh, двигатель shit так, да. А сколько? Бурана? Кубиков? Да. Я не знаю. 18 лошадей. Это 400, да, 400, 220, наверное. Хватает, нормально. Тема. Нет, вообще. Супер. Ну супер. Нормально. Хорошая собака. Один тормоз. Она гамль. Гамль двоих. Сколько лет? Ну, кстати, у тебя... Сколько лет собака, Олег? Лет 12 уже. 12? 12? Ой-ой-ой. Он просто неубиваемый просто. Snowing kind of. And I need to adjust my valves or the intake valve more. Man-made lake. We only learned about a few days ago. Super awesome place. So guys, not much more from this video here than to say, please check the links in the description, please consider supporting the channel and all that good stuff. I hope you enjoyed the video, and until next time, get on the train, get it done, do something awesome, and see you in the next one, guys. Thank you very much for your time. He has no brakes.